I wish I could sit down with every family that has participated on my show. The ones that have been on the feeds, the ones around me, the ones that have even hurt me, the children that have hurt me. Most online haven't. I like to talk to them about autism and neurodivergence and what it means. I'd like to freely talk about it now, but I know whatever I say will become a game that they'll do over and over again to torture me and make me neurotic. But ever since I was a kid, I really had sensory issues, a lot of things that were a lot of what atypical girls would wear. Like mom would dress me in them and I would go and cut them and destroy them, either because I didn't like how they looked or because of texture. I really struggled with that. I wouldn't wear a bra for the longest time, and I do a lot of things that were socially what I needed to do. And I was very masculine, and a lot of that, I think, my parents allowed me to do, and that's wonderful. I'm glad. And for me, autism was a lot of self-soothing, in home, reading, painting, being alone in my room. For me, was alone time. My mom said I would go and shut the door and be alone and very happy. And for a while, she said it hurt her feelings, but she realized that's how I was, and I would be doing what I do now, writing comedy or making up stories or, getting obsessed with things like knitting a 20-foot long scarf that no one would ever use or work, or, autism's really hard because a lot of people confuse it with obsessive compulsive disorder. They confuse it with substance abuse disorder. They confuse it with a lot of things. But what's so hard with me is I already had that neurodivergence, and then they did the surgery on my brain, which doubled, the sensory, the ringing in my ears, the TMJ, the textures, and now it's really manifested. The hardest thing, about having autism, and people are like, you gotta let that shit go, it's virtually impossible if you have things memorized, what people have done to you. The only way I could ever separate myself from a lot of traumatic events. Sorry, I'm having abdominal pain, probably from alcohol. Thanks, Mandy. The only ways I could ever, move through trauma was get away from it. Because I have obsessive compulsive disorder, and autism, where you replay it and you know every little detail very, very intensely. So what people have done to me, they might have thought was funny at the time or never thought about it again. But I've replayed it over and over again. And they know it's bothered me. That's the thing. It's not private. My life's not private. They know if they've hurt me. That's why it's so narcissistic and arrogant of these people. Because they know. They've seen me cry from their abuse. They've seen me have challenges from what they've done. But somehow they're so arrogant to show back up. But I don't think it's arrogance. I think it's money. They're desperate for money or for a shot on the show. It's terrible, what people have done. It's mind-boggling. And Mandy Moore's done some really terrible things. She either allowed it to happen or, I know now that people are scripted. For people to continue to say they're me, it's disgusting to me. It's disgusting to me. She's not Jewish, she's not Mexican, she hasn't had brain surgery or surgery on her back, but she's made money off of those things. You know, and really hurt and traumatized me in incredibly deep wounds. And she knows it, but yet she'll show up. It's money. It's how people care. They don't have a soul. Many of these people do not have a soul. And for someone with autism, it's very like, I'll do the right thing if I have to even move to another country and do the right thing. That's me. But sometimes people with that thinking have, they're world changers. A lot of people with autism, because they are so different, have changed our world and changed how things happen, because we won't bend. We will do anything to do what's right sometimes, and we are exploited often. But some of us win like Nobel Peace Prizes because we won't give up. And we don't accept no for an answer. And we want to do the right thing because we see black and white, which is sometimes a good thing. You know, I don't know. I wish I could have a conversation with people right now, but I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to talk to families about the abuse I'm under, the stress I'm under, how morally disgusting I think it is that children are used to upset me. You know, I can't have conversations with those people. I can't have conversations in the community about how they see what is happening to me and how wrong it is, and they do nothing. I can't have conversations with America, being upset with them, saying they see what's happening and they do nothing, when other countries I know would. It's mind-boggling, but I would rather be who I am, have the values I was raised with, and have my faith, and just continue being who I am, because I know what's right. Changing that, sorry, I just had alcohol. Blame Mandy for my chest pain right now. Please do. And whoever put her on my phone. But, you know, she was dressed in my dress. So, and she was casted for today. So I'm sure it was planned. But, you know, she's so Mexican. Sorry. So, doing what's right is always the right thing. And I will seek and find a place that'll help me do what's right. And whoever loves me will find me there, and it'll be fine. So until then, I'm not gonna back down, and I'm not gonna let people like this make money off of me and be racist on my show. Thank you.